on your own. Been a while, but I can't be the only in an empty bed. It's out on the days when the sun goes down instead. Girl, it ain't nobody but you. My friends don't say you found someone new. Ain't much later, got me confused. Feels like...
What is up, Xolemates? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I mixed these vocals, and if you want to see how we produced that beat, then definitely check out this video right here. Let's go. Actually, I have a new single dropping December 3rd. The pre-save link is in the description. That would be much appreciated if you pre-saved it and also like this video. So as you can see, we've got the beat right here, which was exported from our beat project, and then we have the vocals grouped up top here. Keshi loves to stack vocals, which is what me and Anders did in this song. The vocals are super full, but there's also a very upfront vocal. And that upfront vocal for us was this track right here called Main. So if we solo it,
Feel it right now, someone lit a fire in my soul.
We've got my vocal right here, and then in the chorus we get
Girl, it ain't nobody but you.
Anders' vocal. The reason I'm just using one audio track for both of our main vocals is because I want the same mix to be applied to both of us, just to have a cohesive song. And as you can see, my vocals, they are mono.
Feel it right.
There's just one little audio going, and then Anders, it's stereo. So when he sent me his unmixed vocals, they were stereo. So there's two lines.
Girl, it ain't nobody.
As you can tell, I am automating my mono audio tracks to be off when Anders is singing, and then the stereo tracks to be on. So watch this.
Down instead. Girl, it ain't nobody.
So I'm going to turn all of these effects back here off, and right now we are just going to be having this vocal writer, which a good friend of mine, Lahima, suggested this plugin, and I really like it. Basically, it automates the volume of the vocals to be consistent, so when it goes into the compressor isn't like just squashing the vocals. So
Feel it right now, someone lit a fire in my soul.
And then before the vocal writer, we have some auto-tune. And as you can see, it's only 39 retune speed, so that's not very fast. I don't want to have the, super auto-tuney vocals. I just want my vocals to be in tune. And then we go from the vocal writer right into this low cut where I'm taking out a lot of the lows. I'm keeping these vocals pretty high because Keshi's main vocals are very high, and then he kind of adds that warmth and all of that with the layers later. So if you want a really in-depth vocal mix tutorial, then I have a lot of other videos. You should definitely watch my super in-depth one where I really go into what these audio effects are doing. But next up is going to be a first compressor, which is very quick. So the attack is very quick, the release is very quick. This is taming out the super harsh hits.
Feel it right now, someone lit a fire in my soul.
And then that goes straight into another compressor, which is a lot more tame. This is just kind of making, it's the icing on the cake.
Feel it right now, someone lit a fire in my soul.
And then we have some scanning. So this is just going through, it's adding a chain, turning it into a bell, boosting up the Q so it's super sharp, and then pressing this audio button. So I really don't like this frequency, and that's why I lowered it down right there. In my main vocal mix tutorial, you can see how to do that with just a stock EQ. So after that, we have the de-esser, which is necessary.
Feel it right now, someone lit a fire in my soul.
So next up is some slight reverb. I am adding a parallel compressor,
Feel it right now.
which is just a very compressed chain on top of everything. So the vocals without this parallel compressor,
Feel it right now.
they are compressed and steady, but the parallel compression is just going to really beef up these vocals.
Feel it right now, someone lit a fire in my soul.
And then the next chain we're adding is reverb. And it's not a lot of reverb. Keshi really doesn't like to drown his main vocals in reverb. And the reason being is because when you have a bunch of stacked vocals in the background, you don't really need to kind of blend your main vocals. The main vocals can be super present, super upfront and raw, and then the whole vocal mix will sound super smooth with the reverb background vocals. So if I just solo this doubles group right here, which is my doubled vocals and then my ad-libs, these vocals are reverb.
But I can't be the only empty bed out on the days.
So we will get to that in a second. Let's finish up this main vocal mix with these vocals. Next up, adding some fresh air, just boost some highs, really not doing anything. And then another compressor. Gotta get as many compressors as you can get just to have really upfront vocals. And then taming out some of these lows that might have been artificially produced from some plugins, and then some soothe.
But I can't be the only empty bed.
Which is just soothing out the vocals. So that is the main mix. And then once we get over to the Anders,
Girl, it ain't nobody but you.
once we get over to the Anders mix, as you can see, we're not using this mono plugin anymore, but we're using the stereo one.
Girl, it ain't nobody but.
And it's doing the same thing. It's still getting around the -7 dB with that one. So now let's go over to the doubles over here. And doubling your vocals means recording your main vocals 2 more times, and then hard panning one all the way to the right, hard panning one all the way to the left. As you can see, I'm panning this one 45 to the left, this one 45 to the right. So if we turn off these harmonies, and then turn off this ad-lib right here.
Feel it right now. Some little fire in my soul.
The reason these doubled vocals are so auto-tuned is because the main vocals aren't that auto-tuned. And the main vocals are so much louder than these doubles that you can really barely hear the doubles. They're just there for support. So I want the supporting notes to be definitely hitting the right notes. These doubled vocals basically have the same mix, as you can see. The main difference is this extra EQ that is sweeping out a lot of the lows.
Girl, it ain't nobody but you.
And then this extra reverb, 15%, just to add a lot more space. So mixing the doubled vocals with the main vocals.
Girl, it ain't nobody but you.
There we go. Next up is the harmony, left and right. And as you can see, I didn't pan these doubles that harsh. The main doubles are almost 50 left, 50 right. And then the harmony vocals are 30 left, 30 right. So you got to think of the panning spectrum as just this big space that you got to take up as much as you can. So we got 50-50, then we got 30-30, and then we got the middle, which is the main vocals. So the harmony vocals, if we just listen to the harmony,
Girl, it ain't nobody but you.
it's the same exact vocal mix as the doubled vocals. So you're just getting a lot more layers. And then we've got this middle vocal, which is acting as an ad-lib track.
Nobody but you.
All of the extra vocals on top of the main vocals.
Girl, it ain't nobody but you.
And then to beef up the chorus, we have this chorus track,
Girl, it ain't nobody but you.
which is this low track. So if we go over to the EQ, as you can see, I'm boosting up that mid presence that is lacking in the doubles. And then I'm adding this chorus right here, 76%.
Girl, it ain't nobody but.
Like, that doesn't sound that good by itself, but if you mix it with the main vocals,
Girl, it ain't nobody but you.
and then you mix it with the doubles,
Girl, it ain't nobody but you. My friends don't say you found someone new.
if you enjoyed this video, could you go pre-save Willow? The link is in the description. It takes 2 clicks. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Make more music. Peace.